Flow, we experience it in many aspects of our lives. Energy, river, air, and waves. We see it, feel it, and breathe it. It's a movement rather than an object. The flow you are about to see is a form of art, flow arts.
I would describe it as moving any object around in patterns or shapes, or I don't know how to break it down more than manipulating the object to make it move in a way that it couldn't by itself. I have no idea when somebody first picked up a spoon and started twiddling it around in their fingers. It's as simple as that. It could be something that kids did, it could be something that circus people did. Juggling is a form of object manipulation, so is hula hooping, so are balancing acts, balancing things on your nose. You're manipulating the object to make it do something that you want to do. Psychologically, that focus, that single-mindedness, that mindfulness can be very beneficial to calming the mind, focusing the mind, bringing oneself towards oneself. It often brings people into communities because you go out to learn from other people and to share with other people, and so you have communities forming around specifically the flow arts movement. And psychologically, human interconnectedness is super important for us, so that's a great benefit that can come from it. And then, of course, the physical that then connects into the psychological. If you're using your body in a way that makes you happy, that keeps you fit and is exercising your mind and your body, you're psychologically going to benefit from that as well, for sure.
To put it simply, it is when you move objects, when you make them move. We've always been playing with stuff. It's the idea of just twiddling a stick in your hands. Flow arts is largely the same thing as object manipulation. However, in my understanding, the intention, there's a set intention. Flow arts, as opposed to say circus and performance arts, your intention is to appease an audience. You want other people to want to see so that they pay you for the show, and so that they applaud and have a good time. Flow arts is more of a personal thing. The intention, for me at least, when I do flow arts, is to activate the flow state within my own mind, in my own brain. So it's transient hypofrontality, where the blood flow changes from the frontal lobes to the back of your brain, which puts you into more of a here and now state of mind. So we end up worrying less about complicated issues in our life and just being focused on what we're actually doing.
There's a lady who's recently done her PhD in poi. She did it in the elderly and the frail, and they actually found that it kept dementia at bay a little bit, and that it helped with a sense of community with people and gave people a sense of purpose, because when you get older, then I think your sense of purpose kind of maybe gets lost if you're sitting in an old age home, you're just sitting around, and having something to do really helped them. For me personally, it's a definite meditation. It's a very easy meditation because you don't have to try and not think of anything. Just by the fact that you're trying out new moves the whole time and trying to learn new things, you get into a state, a flow state, you could say.
One of my friends had a sort of pod poi, LED poi, and he brought it along to a braai, and I was there, and I asked him if I could play with it, and he was like, sure, and he taught me a couple of basic tricks, and when I got it right, the feeling was so indescribable that I wanted to get my own pair, and so I did, and that's where it started. I'm almost my own form of inspiration. Like, the more you learn, the better you get at it, the sort of like finer control that you sort of achieve, like it's a self-rewarding thing. I have just recently gotten swivels, so juggling poi is kind of cool at the moment for me. I'd actually like to learn all the things, all the props. but mostly just for fun, possibly performing in the future. Yeah.
Playing and like messing around with objects and object manipulation itself is always super fun and keeps me feeling like positive and exhilarated. And it's always good things. First time I played with the prop was probably the hula hooping when I was a kid. I wasn't really good at it, but it was still cool, still fun. The more I played with it, the better I got, so that kept me motivated. And then my pixel whip came into my life about last year and completely changed my life. It's just so fun. It's like part of my body. I just love the way that the pixel whip looks like, kind of like static electricity flicking off your body. Like it's crazy to watch it, and like the way that it changes with each movement and changing the colors itself as well, and like putting on different settings and things just blows my mind. Future goals for object manipulation, maybe getting into like teaching a workshop for pixel whips to like kids and stuff, because I know they're like super into it, and it would be cool, especially at like a festival, doing a workshop at one of the stalls, and definitely not professionally, just like for fun. Yeah.
So what is flow arts? An energy, a river, air, waves? It's the flow of manipulating objects. It is an art.